Hey, it's me, Brian with TeachSelfAwareness.com. You ever feel like you're just kind of out of place? Like you just don't belong? Or that there's just nowhere to go where you can find any real rest? You ever had the experience where it's like no matter what you do, you just aren't really satisfied for some reason, right? It's just never really enough. Well, in this video, there's a message for you that's going to help to resolve that. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and try to get ourselves up and running here so that we can pull into these messages and see what we got going. Look for a home. Look for a home. Okay, yeah. Look for a home. Right. So what are we talking about here? Looking for a home. We're meaning basically that, as we wander through our day, there's really nowhere to rest. We want to look for a home, and what happens sometimes that we go out there in the world and we're looking for something out there to make us feel at home. Maybe, if we just had the right car or if we had the right clothes, right? Just something like if we said the right things. Like we need something to make us feel comfortable, make us feel at home. Like maybe if we're at our job and we're like, if I just got promoted, then I'd feel at home. I'd feel like I arrived, or if I could just make this much money, then everything will be okay. Then I'll be where I belong. Then I'll be home. Then I'll feel like I'm at home, right? So, that's the thing. It's like finding a home. And what we want to really do is we want to realize that we already are home here in ourself, our physical, mental, and emotional self, which has a personal story and a personal world. And then we have our observational body, that awareness of ourself, our spirit or our consciousness, which we use all day long, to operate in the world and to travel around in the world. So our self is kind of like the car that we're driving around in, and our consciousness or our awareness is kind of like the driver, right? Making decisions, choosing what to focus on, and choosing which direction to go. But we're not going to really find a home in ourself and in our consciousness there. No, or in this world. We're never going to have quite enough money. We're never going to have everything be exactly the way that we want it to, and then us saying, well, okay, now I've arrived, now I'm home. No, because then what? So it's supposed to be ever changing, ever evolving, ever falling apart, coming together in new ways. And we want to learn to be able to embrace, right? To embrace that experience of not really having anywhere to live, not really having a home here. And once we kind of get settled into that idea, then we're able to sort of just move through life a little more loosely, wear life like a loose garment, right? And as we walk or run or drive or work our way through this world, we know that we have momentum. We know that we're on the stream. We know that we're gliding forward, always moving forward. And that's going to start feeling like home. Change is going to start feeling like our natural state, right? Right? So that's good. That's very good. So so there you go. There's that message about finding that home away from home, which is really just like getting in the flow of living life like a loose garment, and find our home in that momentum, Oh, I got to interrupt this message for just a moment, because keep watching all the way through to the end, because near the end of the video, I'm going to add a bonus thing here. So there's a few tips of what you can do to be able to deal with all of this change, right? And the fact that there's no real home here. So the first thing you can do is just embrace the change. Things aren't falling apart. They're coming together in a different way, in a new way, a way that you really want anyway. 2, find other people who are also going through change and connect with them. Listen to their stories. 3, take conscious, mindful breaths as much as you can throughout the day. This will stabilize your consciousness so that you can easily hook it in and hook it out of the things that you want to be focused on. 4, ask other people questions about their lives and let them express things to you. You don't have to agree or disagree with what they say. You can just witness it and watch it. This will allow you to just sort of hold on loosely as things around you change. Drink a lot of water. Drinking water takes your mind off of other things, and it replaces all the fluids in your body, right? We are, 80% water as it is, so drink a lot of water. Think about awesome stuff and feel it like it was real. I mean, use your imagination to conjure up a big butterfly in the sky. Imagine you're riding on the back of it and how awesome that would be. Then just come back to reality. You can do these superimposings of imagination throughout the day. It's going to keep your consciousness well oiled and well in use. Another thing you can do, notice clouds. Just check them out. They keep changing. They're shifting shapes. They're fluffy and nice, right? And whatever they are in one moment, then they become something else. So you can use the clouds as like a little practice ground to embrace change. Look for symbolism in the things around you. When you look at things in new ways, then your mind renews and changes and it gets flexible. Then you just feel more in tune with the flexible mystery that we're living in. So those are your tips on how you can deal with the fact that there ain't no real home here, out there. The only home is within you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy living in this weird world of change. Enjoy your awareness.